Hey, what's up guys? This is a video that I should have done a long time ago, but today I'm going to show you guys how I kill off the first 3 Konohanas as Euden for Max Dragon Claws in Expert Volk. I know I wrote how to do it in text form on my community page, but I think it would be a lot more helpful if you guys can see how to do it visually. I know a lot of players don't have Apollo or Drecking Rathlos and are stuck with using Konohana Euden, which is fine. Konohana Euden is more than viable, but you'll need to learn how to properly use her or else you'll just get underwhelming results. She got a bad reputation because players just simply do not know how to use her. Using her correctly is a lot more technical, I would say, compared to other dragons. If you do have Apollo or Drecking Rathlos, then you should be using those two over Konohana, as the former 2 dragons are best in slot for Euden. I'm just going to show you the parts in the fight where you kill off Konohana, and this is just some random pub gameplay that I recorded this morning, but if you would like to see the full gameplay, then you can watch that at the end of this video, right? So if you have good rotations and damage, then you should be getting your first dragon at the beginning of Underdog's Revenge. If you want to see my rotations, then again, watch the gameplay video at the very end. I don't really have anything to explain, it's pretty much just a watch and learn thing. Basically, before Volk goes into the spinning, teleporting phase, you should be able to get 4 skill 1s off with any dragon that isn't Drecking Rathlos, and with Drecking, you can get up to 5. Anyways, moving on, again, you should get the first dragon up at the start of Underdog's Revenge. This doesn't require dragon prep on Lowen to do, but having dragon prep on him certainly does help, especially when your team doesn't output enough damage, and it also covers up suboptimal rotations. At the start of the spin phase, you can transform, and this dragon form should last you through the whole spinning phase. You then use Konohana's skill at the end of the next phase, and then do at least 1 normal attack to dispel his strength buff before the dragon form ends. But let's say you don't get your first dragon during Underdog's Revenge, then you should be getting it near the beginning of the fog phase. As soon as the purple in the outer ring fills up, that's when you transform, do 1 normal attack to dispel Volk's strength buff, roll away, use Konohana's skill, and then the poison will reduce your dragon's duration. It won't be enough to kill off Konohana, but you can quickly roll into an ally's poison to deplete the rest of the bar entirely. Second dragon should be at the beginning of the first snapping squalls, right after the first fog phase. You basically transform, then roll on top of one of the tornadoes that's targeting your allies, and then use Konohana's skill. The third dragon is going to be near the break during the second resentment phase. Make sure you kill off all the wolves prior to this phase so that all the dragons will be available in time. This is where things get pretty technical. So I'm going to tell you guys how I try to maximize damage during the break. When Volk is near break, Lowen should be transforming into Siren, and that's when you transform into Konohana as well. Make sure to time it with the red lines too so that you can kill off Konohana quicker, and you should have skill 1 and 2 filled or nearly filled prior to transforming. Once Siren uses her skill the first time, that's when you use Konohana's skill. When Siren is charging for her second skill, that's when you kill off Konohana. Now, Siren's second skill will energize the whole team, and Volk should be in break during this time. That's when you use Euden's strength, skill damage buffed, and energize skill 2 to output maximum damage during the break. Then of course you use skill 1 afterwards right before Volk's break duration ends. That whole sequence should deal at least 400,000 damage and can potentially deal even more, in between 500 to 600,000 if you crit multiple times with your Howling Mim on team. It is pretty difficult to have everything align correctly because there's so many variables involved, but if the stars do align, then that's how I do the whole break sequence. Now, other miscellaneous things I want to mention is that whenever you try to kill off Konohana from one of Volk's dashes around the time when he buffs his strength, you know, if you ever come across that situation, make sure that you take damage from the dash first before dispelling his strength buff. That way you receive more damage and can kill off Konohana quicker. Once you learn how to properly kill off Konohana, average clear times in pubs with the Konohana Euden as well as Zania comp should be around 2 minutes left on the clock. Of course, in pre-made, faster clear times can be easily obtained, and even faster times can be easily obtainable with a better dragon such as Apollo or Drecking Rathlos. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment down below. I'm going to leave you guys with the full gameplay to watch for those that are interested. It's most definitely not a perfect run, but it's decent enough. Just don't mind the beginning part. Lowen should have rolled to the center, but he didn't, so Volk ended up teleporting to the bottom. No big deal though, but it's certainly a mistake that nobody should be doing. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
ブレイジングクラウ
オートよ先をこれ
ンアントに噛み砕かれろ
お守りしましょうひらり
ブレイジンググローリー力を持つ者に弱者の何がわかるブレイジングクラウンクライハセイヤもっと苦しめクライセイヤブレイジングクラウンセイヤブレイジンググローリー目覚めろアギトブレイジングクラウンブレイジングクラウンブレイジンググローリーセイヤ
オートよ先をこれひらり
セイヤブレイジングクラウン病は広がり続けるセイヤブレイジングクラウンブレイジンググローリーブレイジングクラウンブレイジングクラウン弱いぞ弱者に感心した
オートよ先をこれひらり
ブレイジンググローリーブレイジングクラウンセイヤブレイジングクラウン皆殺しにしないとブレイジンググローリーブレイジングクラウンセイヤブレイジングクラウン病は広がり続ける
オートよ先をこれひらりいかんわ
ブレイジングクラウンセイヤブレイジングクラウン目に映るブレイジンググローリー今契約の力を
ひらりいかんわひらりいかんわ
ブレイジングクラウン